know from you wouldn't. One of the greatest podcasts. Hello to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to you all. I'll see you for the next hour. How was that? Oh, here we go. Would have bit silent. I just saw you frantically.
Yeah, I was like, this is perfect.
I look over at Cole and be like, how's he going? The cunt's fucking frantically trying to look for the button on the roadcaster.
And it was all worth it.
I thought you were going to give me crickets. I appreciate that. Now, you might be thinking, holy shit, it's just Pat. That's all it is. It's just me. It's a solo ep. Why? Because Will yesterday was like, hey, bro, I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow. And I was like, righto, cunt. It's a little bit late notice. And I was like, fuck it. I could scavenge a last-minute guest out. And it's like, this is the thing about guests. It's got to be someone I know well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really want to sit down one-on-one with someone unless I'm genuinely interested in them. You know what I mean? And there was no one I'm genuinely interested in that I could get in the time frame. I'm not just going to get someone for the sake of it. Obviously, someone like my friends would have been fun too, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna crank out a solo pod. We've still got Kaiki here as well, who's burping off camera. I'd love to know, Kyle, because it's the day of. Look, it's. And I'm not even being a dickhead. It's seriously one of the greatest days of the year. Like, I love State of Origin. It is so fucking good. It is one of the greatest days of the year. I want to know what your plans are.
Well, it's a bit boring. It's not. I'm just going home. I'm just gonna watch it at home.
Oh, that's wholesome with the fam.
No, the parents are out. I'll have a few boys over.
Yeah, nice. I reckon that's what Origin's at. Fuck watching Origin at a pub.
I'm actually really keen. Yeah, last year I watched it at the pub and...
Unless it's the...
Oh.
Fucking hell. What was that? What was that?
It's an email.
What's it say? You got to read it out. It's like in class. You ever do that in school if you got to...
Dear Kyle, you have AIDS.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Cut the pod.
Cut it here. Did Will get to you, did he?
Yeah.
You know, in school, when like if your phone vibrated, the teacher would be like, if your phone goes off, you got to read out the text. It's like, hang on a second, cunt. That's a bit of an invasion of privacy, bruh. Like, you can't be forcing me to read out my fucking texts. That's fucked. Anyway, I reckon that's what State of Origin footy's about. Unless you go into the Chloe Hotel.
No, the pub's good.
Well,
great vibes. And then you get the one like...
But I like to sit and listen. This is footy in general, not just Origin. I don't obviously if you're out and you're having beers and you're watching the footy, it's fun. But if I actually genuinely want to watch a game, I like sitting, watching it, and listening to the commentary with some friends around. You know, like I shush the boys before Origin because I want to listen.
Yeah, but it's always nice having like a couple Maroon supporters.
It is good to rub some fucking salt in the wound to the two-headed freaks.
Yeah.
I'll be at the Chloe Hotel in saying that. But then I'm going to go to the boys' house before kickoff. Me and Pat Doherty are going to host a little event there for games 1, 2, and 3. So
wait, just the pre-game?
Just the pre-game. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We give away
Maybe
prizes.
I'll come down and watch.
Come down. We give away fucking... It's actually really fun. If you can come for games 2 and 3, we give away prizes, jugs of beers. Last year we gave away signed Andrew Johns footies. I think a surfboard, Eskies. I don't know. There's heaps of shit to give away. It's fucking fun. But yeah, it's the greatest day of the year. Now, a few things to get through. Our Patreon. We were talking about it the other week, right? And Will brought up a great point. If you're not in the Patreon and you sign up now, you get to go back and watch all the old content. It's 455 hours of content. How many days is that? 455. Nah. Is it? Couldn't be that many, could it?
19 days.
19 days. So if you signed up now, you could sit there for 19 days straight and listen. And then you wouldn't be complaining you don't have enough content. Another thing, quickly, because people are getting charged $14.50 by the Patreon. If you are, sign up on the website. That is not us. That's Patreon's doing through iOS. Apple take a large percentage. So if you sign up on the website, you'll get charged the $10. If you sign up on the app, apparently you get charged like $14 or something. That money doesn't go to us. That goes to Apple. The fuck. Like you need more money, cunt. Fucking Apple. The cunt who created it's dead anyway. That's that. And I just feel like
what else is on the list?
I just feel this is housekeeping rules, guys. This isn't the episode. I want you to know that we're getting into a fun episode. I'm just doing some housekeeping rules because we're going on tour. We're doing a regional tour. Now, you might be thinking regional. Oh, come to Bathurst. Come to this. Fuck no, mate. We're not going that regional. We're going Newcastle. We're going Wollongong. We're going Penrith, which isn't regional, but fucking you guys, everyone from out west comes to the shows in Sydney, so we thought we'd bring one to you because you're sick cunts. And we're going to Canberra. So that's going to be early July. Tickets will go on sale. Look, I'm working around the clock at booking in venues, so hopefully next week tickets are going to go on sale early July. So get barred the fuck up for that. Now let's get into the episode. Kyle, you're not going to be on tour because you're going to Europe.
Yes, lad.
When do you fly out, lad?
23rd of June.
Shit, that's soon.
3 weeks.
And you're going for how long?
5 weeks.
Fucking hell,
So
you really just fucking... So you went to Japan, you went to Europe. Is Europe just the boys or is it a fam thing?
This year?
Yeah.
Going with like a couple mates.
Just you guys?
Yeah.
How does it work?
Went to Southeast Asia last year.
Yeah, but that's you stay with relatives there. That doesn't count. What? That's not a holiday, mate. That's a homecoming.
Japan? What are you going to say about Japan, mate?
Another one. I'm talking holidays, mate. That's just like me saying I go to the Central Coast and call it a holiday. It's home.
What about when you go back to Russia?
Me?
Yeah, home.
Home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The heartland.
Fair, lad.
Me and Khabib. Smash chicken. We fucking wrestle bears out there, mate. So this is just like fool the boys. How does it go on a family holiday? Do you still scavenge flights off your parents like at your age?
Yeah,
Is that, you're getting them ones?
Yeah.
Because I reckon if I went away now...
Surely they're paying for flight. If you're staying with your family and everything.
Nah. I don't reckon I reckon it's all you're all on your own.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. In fact, I think when I went to America when I was 19, it was... Nah, comm was covered. I think everything else was you're all on your own, brother. But when we'd go out for dinner and that, they'd obviously pay.
Fuck,
you know
that's
what I mean?
rough. But you were working at the airport though.
Mm.
You were making good money.
Yeah. Do we not pay you enough?
Huh?
Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm still at uni, mate. So
is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You're on a rise.
A rise.
Oh, rise.
I'd love a rise.
All right. Speak to the bosses, bro. I'd love to go to Japan though. I really would. I just don't know if I can do the flight.
Bro, it's like...
I know it's 9 hours, but flights are just fucking shit.
What's it to Perth? Like 5?
5.
Yeah, mate. That's
Yeah, you
like
just
same
cop the
shit.
extra
That's
4.
same shit.
After watching Lilo and Stitch, I really want to go to Hawaii. That's what I really want to do.
I've been there as well.
Fucking
It's
hell,
so
mate.
sick.
Where haven't you been? You're like a world
I
map.
haven't been to... I've been everywhere.
Been everywhere? Where's
been
one place you
everywhere.
haven't gone where you'd love to go? My top would be Hawaii, Japan, and fuck. Somewhere I haven't been. Maybe just like a bit more I would love to go to like the Maldives and just relax for a few days. You know?
Yeah.
Kick back on one of the nets and just fucking get your snorkel out and go for a swim.
Or like Canada.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to go to Canada,
Canada would be
actually.
cool.
That's a good one. But you love your snow and that.
Yeah.
Mm.
You love your snow as well, don't you?
Are you referring to cocaine? Is that what you were referring to?
No. That'd be inappropriate.
Well, then what were you referring to?
As in like the snow and ice.
Well, then what snow was I talking about?
The other one.
So, and you said yes,
Yeah.
which means you love. So
Yeah.
you love cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Hopefully your parents don't listen to this, mate. No wonder why you can't afford flights. You spend $250 to $300 a weekend on fucking bags. Throw an extra $150 to $200 on ket. I don't
There's your
know. I
weekend
don't
sorted,
know
mate.
how much that costs these days. So the other night, me and Will, what day is it today? Thursday. Tonight, we're going to release the full Bring Her Back video on YouTube, I think.
Okay.
So you can head to our YouTube at 6 o'clock, and we sat down with Denny and Michael. Now listen, I don't know if we're going to be invited back, because this is the thing. We got invited to like the proper press, like interviews, right? With Denny and Michael for Bring Her Back. Now we were like, well, we can't go in there with two of the most chaotic people you've ever met. Me and Will being pretty chaotic ourselves. We're not just going to be able to sit down and be like, so guys, tell us how your heart felt during this movie. You know, it's just not us. And we went in there all guns blazing, and it was good fun. We enjoyed it. But we walked out of there going, holy shit, Sony absolutely hate us or love us. And I don't think there was any in between. So head to the YouTube, check it out. Now, I was meant to watch the movie before and I didn't, because that shit scares me. Over the last couple years, I love horror movies, but the last few years, things like demons and ghosts and shit have really fucking spooked me and sent my anxiety through the roof. So I was like, fuck, I don't know if I want to go and watch it, because Talk to Me, their first movie, I really loved, but I watched that before all this shit started. So it's going to be really similar. Anyway, the premiere came around, everyone was going, Tiana really wanted to go. And I was like, fuck it, I'll brave it out and I'll give it a crack. And boy, am I fucking glad I did. Because Bring Her Back is such a good film. Like, it is really such a good fucking movie. I'm not just saying this for the sake of it. Like, I would give my honest opinion. I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. Let me read out my Letterboxd review, actually. Because it was just like, it wasn't scary in the sense of, like, obviously it was scary, it was a horror, but it wasn't like a, oh, fuck, like, what's going to happen next horror. It was more like, that's your... I sent Danny and Michael a message saying, you cunts are twisted individuals for coming up with this, but it was amazing. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's kind of like. They portrayed the message. There's obviously a clear, like, theme, should I say, rather than a message. There's a clear theme in the movie that it's not hard to understand what it is, that they portray really fucking well. And just the way they did it all was so good. And again, I want Will to do a proper breakdown on it because he knows the more movie terms. I just really enjoyed it from a movie perspective. Me and Will always talk about how things make you feel, like how long does it take you to digest the movie. And I shit you not, I'm still thinking about it. The night after, I woke up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't get back to sleep for about half an hour to an hour. I just kept thinking of the movie. Not necessarily like scared. I was just processing it. Then the whole next day, yesterday, I was processing it. And today I've still thought about it here and there. Like, it's a lot to break down, and it's a fucking great movie. Bring Her Back, 4 stars. Unfucking believable movie. I'm still processing it from last night. Twisted movie in a great way. Portrayed the message amazingly, and just a proper of a doozy movie. That was what I said. So, if you don't like horror, obviously it is horror, but it's not like your typical horror, you know what I mean? So I would recommend maybe giving it a go. Unless you're like fully against all that completely. But it wasn't... It's hard to explain. It wasn't like demonistic, like Talk to Me, where like they're letting demons inside them and stuff like this. It was more... Just the message and the way they did it was fucking unbelievable. So I really recommend going and watch her Bring Her Back. It was great. Kyle, after I just spilled my heart out about that movie, do you reckon you'll go watch it? No. So you're just like completely no.
Yeah, I don't watch horror movies, mate.
Just nothing.
I told you before when...
I said it before, I'm going to say it again.
When I'd be at sleepovers and the boys would be watching
this is fucking heavy, bruh.
I'd curl up in the corner and watch a bit of YouTube, mate.
Shit. So because that's a tradition, right? Here in Australia anyway, you have a sleepover, you're putting on the horror
You watch like
movies.
your Conjurings and whatever.
Yeah, the Garages, you're getting freaky. And you'd full just sit in the corner and watch YouTube.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
What would you watch?
Smosh.
What's Smosh?
Smosh.
What's Smosh?
You know Smosh? Like...
What the fuck's Smosh?
Smosh is, I'm going to show you.
I remember that show Mosh. That fucking army show, bro. That dad would be like, "Oh, put Mosh on." Like, fuck off. I'm not putting on Mosh.
You got a lot of Smosh actually. There's Smosh games. They're just like this group that do a lot of different shit.
I've never seen them in my life.
Oh my god, who are these people now?
It's grown a bit, has it? So it's just like a YouTube group.
Yeah, it's a YouTube group. Yeah, these people. This is the OG Smosh.
Oh, they kind of look familiar. To be honest.
That's what I'd watch.
Fuck,
Pretty embarrassing.
Did the boys used to give it to you?
Yeah. But I just couldn't do it. Like, I just cop it.
It's good on you for sticking true to your word. Was there a bad experience as to why you didn't like? Have you ever watched one and you were like, "Fuck, that turned me off horror movies forever"?
I don't know. I think
or
I'm
you
just
have never braved it.
Yeah.
Because this is what got me. This is what got me to go watch it. And I know this is a bit more deep than your issue because yours isn't a fucking anxiety issue. Yours is just you don't like them. But my therapist always says to me, if you don't go do something, it's never going to improve your chances of going and doing it. You know what I mean? So, like, before I went to watch it, I was like, I really don't want to watch it. And then I just thought of my therapist being like, okay, but then you're not growing or getting comfortable in an uncomfortable environment. You know what I mean? So, obviously, I sat down and at the movies, I was quite uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
I don't like the movies in general because I find it boring to sit there and not talk for a period of time. And my mind just ticks fucking over. The first half an hour, like when we sat down waiting for the movie to start, all I was thinking was, which I do everywhere I go, if a terrorist comes, how do I get out? You know what I mean? I was thinking for half an hour before the movie started, if a gunman walks in and starts shooting, could I put Tiana underneath the recliner chair and close the chair and she would be tucked up under there and no one would see her, right? You don't want to live in my brain. I promise you that. You don't want to fucking live inside it.
Are you just running?
I'm running, bro. I'm not fitting under no recliner chair. But I swear to God, bro, for 30 minutes, I'm wondering if Tiana could curl up in a ball and I close the recliner chair. Wouldn't that be a great hiding spot?
He's so slow, though.
It would be slow, but that's a sacrifice you make, you know? And then God forbid she doesn't fit, then you're both fucked.
Mm.
But they're the things that I'm thinking. I'm like, fuck, then what if it doesn't work? How much time have I wasted? Like, the gunmen starting to make their way up, you know what I mean? I always think I would just go to the... You know how the stairs, like, progressively go lower? You know what I mean? At the cinemas, like, they go down towards the exit.
Like the stairs go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon I'll just jump from the top straight down to, like, the... Because you can drop, you know what I mean? You know how there's the railing? I would just go straight over the edge, bro. Copper broken ankle or something.
Yeah, because they're coming up the stairs, you just jump over the edge.
You just jump over the edge. You know what I mean? If he gets you on the fly, he gets you on the fly. Yeah. Or she. I'm not gonna gender terrorists. But in my experience of what I've seen, they're mostly males. But so yeah, look, you don't want to be in my brain. But that's what I was thinking for the most part of the beginning of the movie. But then yeah, my therapist always says you got to go and face these fears, otherwise you're never going to get over them. You know what I mean? And you got to get comfortable in them. So I did it, and I'm glad I did because it was a great experience and a great movie. Now, we're going to move on to a game we played in the Patreon last week. Some people calling it the greatest Patreon episode ever. I didn't think it was that good, but I thought it was fun. And it was called the ranking game, where you rank things. So me and Will went through and ranked our favourite Aussie chocolates on like a tier list. You know what I mean? There's GOAT, there's like elite, there's ooh, put it in the bin, there's fucking chat cunt, never touch it with a 2-foot fucking pole. You know what I mean? There's all these things. And me and Will had to agree together. So I'm like, I want to do one of my own now. Not of chocolates, of course, of something different. And see how we go. See what I rank just on my own. Which I think will be a bit of fun. If anyone's still listening to this podcast. What have we got here? Let's go foods.
Yeah, we can search something up.
Yeah, search food. Food tier list. Yeah, like obviously, but like what food cunt? What's just that food tier list? Just that one. Oh, what the fuck, God. Bro? They've got like 3 photos. They've got milk, fruit,
bread.
Just carbs. They've got bread, pasta, and oats. Go back. Bro, last time we opened this, there was fucking galores. They had everything. Maybe snacks or fast food. Can you do fast food Australia? That would be great. Fast food Australia. Australia. Fast food tier list Australia edition. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Heaps.
Righto.
That's gross.
So go the top. Go red. You don't have to watch this. You can listen, but it'd be good if you watch. So the top tier is going to be GOAT. Then let's go elite.
No, we got to change. You got to change it up.
Go GOAT. Then go GOT. It's just an A short of GOAT. You know what I mean? So it's pretty fucking good.
So greatest of time.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like you're so close, but you're just a little bit not there.
Or maybe greatest of sometimes. Because that's like greatest of all time.
Okay.
Greatest of
I'll cop that. Then do pretty fucking good. Then do nice. Then do not great. Then do if I was starving. Then do that's disgusting. Then do would rather starve to death. All right. Here we go, off the bat. The first one looks like something I've never seen before. What is that?
Sandwich chefs. Can you see this all right?
I can see that all right, yeah. Okay, so there's about, just skimming across, there's about 3 that I've never heard of. So sandwich.
I wonder if we can just get rid of them.
Yeah, just fuck the cunt off. Just don't do it.
Just put it at the end.
Put it at the end. Rolled. Okay, interesting. Rolled being a Vietnamese takeaway place. I'm sick for a Vietnamese roll, a banh mi, and rice paper rolls, but I'm more of the dirtier the place, the better it tastes when it comes to this stuff. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm very particular about my Vietnamese rolls.
And roll's almost too fresh, you know what I mean? Like there's not a cockroach or a rat in their kitchen, and I want that. I'm thinking of Hong Ha in Mascot, the elite, you know what I mean? The trendsetter, the Pope of Vietnamese shops, right? So I'm going to put rolled in not great. It's not great. It isn't great. You know what? I'm going to put it on if I was starving. If I was starving, I would eat rolled. But I've never ever gone, Once I think I have. I've said, because I was walking past as I'll get rolled. What's next?
Sushi.
Sushi. Never heard of it. Domino's. Okay. Interesting. If we're talking pizza, takeaway, crust is my first option. But Domino's isn't fucking bad. I think it gets a bad rap. Put it that way. I don't think Domino's is appreciated enough for what it is. And I'm going to put it in nice. It's pretty nice. Guzman Y. Gomez. The single most overrated food chain in Australia, and it's not even a fucking question, mate. The shittest Mexican you can get as takeaway is Guzman Y. Gomez, in my opinion. And I'm putting it in. That's disgusting. Which is a bold call. Yeah. But I don't fucking like it, mate. I don't not like it. Like, don't get me, I don't bite it and go, yuck, cunt. But I don't get it. You know what I mean? There's much better Mexican takeaway out there. Pizza Hut they're fucking falling off the face of the earth. Pizza Hut's where I'm from. There's only one that I can think of, and I haven't had it in years. So I'm gonna have to just go off. Why are they shutting down everywhere? Because it's not great. But I will say this: the old all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut in Gold Coast, I don't know if you ever went to it, was fucking unbelievable. I remember I was 10 and I ate so much pizza that I cried in the car park that we had to go home. I was in the car park trying to vomit and I was crying and everyone else was inside like taking it slow. And they had like a self-serve Mr. Whippy. They had everything. And I was like, I'm in so much pain, Mum. I got to go home. And I made everyone leave and everyone was off me.
How many slices do you reckon you got?
Mate. A 10-year-old Fetty Petty would have got through a fucking few, eh? I get a pizza and a half and a few soft serves that is a 10-year-old, bro. And
That's good effort.
But I don't know if I ate the crust because my dad would say don't eat the crust. It fills you up.
Yeah, the toppings. Just get the toppings.
Yeah. What's this? I've never seen that.
I think that's an American one. Carl's Jr.
Cold Rock. This is super interesting. Again, you ask 10-year-old Pat where Cold Rock goes, straight to the goat. Something about maturity and age. It's a beautiful thing in life, and it makes you realize Cold Rock is one of the biggest rip-offs of all time. And my parents used to always tell me it. They say, mate, Cold Rock is the biggest jip ever. And I used to disagree. And I used to think it was really nice. And the last time I got it, it wasn't fucking good. And I'm going to put it in not great. But it's good for kids. Cold Rock is great for kids. If all the kids were wiped out tomorrow, Cold Rock would go bankrupt by Friday, the next day. That's what I reckon. What do we got next?
Rice Workshop.
See you, cunt.
See you, mate.
Kyle's family business. Sumo. I don't know if I've ever eaten this. I've seen it. I know that logo. I think it's like noodles and stuff. Get rid of it. Papa Rich, get rid of it. Sushi Hub. Here we go. Sushi being one of the greatest foods ever. It seriously is, even though I don't like seafood. It is one of the greatest foods ever. Okay. The thing about Sushi Hub is they have such a great variety. They've got these like fried vegetable fritter things that are just out of this fucking world. They have the little ones like nigiris, I think they're called. Nigiris. What are the ones? You know the ones you get from the sushi train?
Nigiris.
I know what they were. Had to be careful there. And they've just got a great selection, bro. The rolls are a little bit small at Sushi Hub, I'll be honest. But they don't shy away from the mayo and everything like that. I'm going to be putting Sushi Hub in a Gost. It is really fucking good. And I love sushi. The sushi train is elite. Like, that's the GOAT. It's literally just called Sushi Train. It's a franchise. That's the fucking GOAT of sushi. Shout out to Boom Sushi and Mascot, also pretty good. Mad Mex, my go-to for Indian or Zambreros.
Indian?
The Mexican. Bloody hell. So, listen, I don't mind smacking back a bit of Mexi. I'm going to put it in. This is the thing. I like Mexican food, but I don't think it's the best for takeaway in general. I don't think like a good sit down in a Mexican restaurant is very fucking yum. I don't think it's the best takeaway food as such, although a takeaway burrito is quite good. But that's where I hit up Zambreros as of late.
What are you saying?
Put Mad Mex in nice, please. It is nice. It's nice. That's all it is. Kufka. KFC. A big one. A controversial one because nothing screams feel amazing while eating and feel awful when you're done like KFC. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know what to compare it to. You feel so good in the fucking moment. Listen, it's like MDMA. That's what KFC is like. In the moment, there's not many things that come better than the Colonel. The next day after a cap, you feel fucking rubbish. As soon as you finish that last bit of KFC, you feel fucking awful. And I don't get it heaps. But their popcorn chicken is so elite. It has to go in pretty fucking good. It has to. But it is pretty fucking good. But it may be a little bit overrated. But their popcorn chicken puts them... If there wasn't popcorn chicken, they're honestly in the not great, I reckon. Oh, but maybe they're in nice. Nah, it's better than Domino's and Mad Max. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. But you do feel sick after it. Schnitz is an interesting one. If it was more accessible, I think I would eat it a lot more. But I don't. And then normally only in like food courts in like shopping centres where I've seen Schnitz. And every time I've eaten it, it's been pretty fucking nice. So I would put it in
Oh, you said
Put it in nice, just because I haven't had it enough.
Yeah.
But if I'd had it more, I reckon it gets a good run for pretty fucking good, in my opinion. Subway, shit. This is tough. Subway is so delicious. It's convenient. It's got different varieties. You got a cookie to top it all off. No matter what you're feeling, you can have it at Subway for a sandwich. You know what I mean? Subway's going in my Gost. I don't get it a lot, but fuck, it slaps every time you get it. It absolutely slaps every time you get it. It's going in a Gost. Souses I've never had. What's that, Donut King?
Yeah.
Fuck, Donut King's good, bro. Lani's been smacking back Donut Kings lately. A good cinnamon donut from Donut King. It's got to go in pretty fucking good. They have some good fucking shit in there. I'd love a Baker's Delight in here too. Go a long way. Grilled. Righto. Grilled cops a bit of hate. I reckon you're someone who loves grilled, Kyle.
Grilled is so good.
Yeah, you strike, but I reckon it cops a bit of hate.
Have you had the healthy fried chicken burgers?
Nah, man, how healthy is it?
I don't know, but they're fucking
Know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah, but I'm not saying it because they're healthy. Like, they're actually done.
That's what I'd love to know. It's a great marketing, healthy burgers. It's a great marketing scheme. I'd love to know how healthy they actually are.
Sweet potato fries as well.
There's no way they're healthy, bro. They're deep fried to the fucking...
Yeah, they do well, though, because it
bro.
feels like a proper healthy meal.
Yeah, that's why it's such good marketing the way they do it. And it is yum. It is very yum. Again, I don't have it heat, so I'd put it in nice. Grilled is nice, is what it is. They do good herb chips too. Great herb chips. Hungry Jack's, the burgers are better, you reckon? I'll tell you what is better, your fucking onion rings. Your onion rings are unreal at Hungry Jack's. That's all I really get from there. I'm not a big Hungry Jack's person. So I would put it in nice. But their onion rings are unbelievable. Similar to KFC and popcorn chicken without onion rings. Hungry Jack's is a fucking gimp. You know what I mean? But it really brings it up. Golden Arches. We come to a moment in the game where you reach the Golden Arches and you knew it was coming. We're talking takeaway. We're talking fast food. And it's not even a question. McDonald's goes straight to the top of GOAT.
Yep.
And it deserves to be there alone. You know what I mean? Like there is Macca's is elite. It is superior to every other fucking takeaway joint. Could you argue against that?
Yeah. I think there's one that matches it. That's actually not on this list.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I want to get to that at the end because I want to see if I put it there. Red Rooster, just put it in not great because I don't have it much, but when I've looked at it, I don't just want a roast chicken gravy roll takeaway. If I want one of them, I'll go to like a gourmet chicken shop. A Porto's fuck all Porto's good, bro. Fuck a Porto's very good. Oh, I almost want to... So I want to put it in pretty fucking good, but it's a tier above KFC, I think. Shit. Put it in Gost. I'm a sucker for like Portuguese chicken burgers, but it's not like Olé and that do it way better.
Olé?
You've ever had Olé?
No.
Brother. Have you had Olé, Willie? It's, it's so... So the thing with Portuguese chicken burgers, I think they taste better at like I know Olé's got a couple restaurants, but more of an independent kind of place rather than a franchise. But a Porto, it does a job for you and it's in a Gost. Oliver's is not great, bro. You're getting it at the servo. No, Oliver's is if I was starving. If I was starving, I'd fucking eat it on a road trip. You know what I mean? Pie Face, haven't had enough. Get rid of. Nando's. Say Will would throw this straight into GOAT, I reckon. But I'm going to throw Nando's into... Look, it's good, but it's not... It's nice. Nando's is nice. It's nice. It's almost not great. Nah, it's nice. It deserves that. Sombrero. Sombrero is pretty fucking good. Their burritos really slap, and that's all I've had from there. I'm a newcomer to Zambrero. Like I said, I don't get Mexican takeaway that much. When I do, it's been Zambrero lately. When I do, it's mainly only been a burrito, and they go hard. Hogs, see you cunt. No idea. Krispy Kreme. Fucking hell. Shit. This is the last one. I don't know any others on there. Krispy Kreme. This is really throwing a spanner in the works, brah. A Krispy Kreme donut. If you put a box in front of me and said eat as many as you can, the calories don't count, I reckon I'd get close to 50. I seriously reckon I would, bro. They're so fucking delicious. It's unbelievable. I'm going to put them... nothing can sit in GOAT with Macca's, you know what I mean? Macca's, I feel like, earns a spot to sit by itself, so I've got to put Krispy Kreme in GOST. Also, it's a little bit less variety, you know what I mean? And there's my list. GOAT, Macca's, GOST, Sushi, Subway, or Porto Krispy Kreme. Pretty fucking good. KFC, Donut King, Zambrero. Nice. Domino's, Mad Mex, Schnitz, Grilled, Hungry Jack's, Nando's. Not great. Pizza Hut, Cold Rock, Red Rooster. Put Red Rooster in if I was starving. Put Oliver's in, that's disgusting. Not great. Pizza Hut, Cold Rock. If I was starving, rolled Red Rooster. That's disgusting. Guzman, Oliver's, would rather starve to death. Nothing there. I want to put Nando's in. Nando's is nice. Nando's is good. I like that. I'm happy with that tier.
What about where would you put Ogalo?
Is that your go?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. A Galo, it's a fucking good Portuguese chicken burger, bruh. I haven't had a Galo in a long time, though, I'll admit. Because if I'm going for a big Portuguese chicken burger, I'm going to Ole. That's where I'm going.
That's probably your Ogalo equivalent, though.
I would put Macca's in Untouchable and Ole in GOAT.
Nah,
that's what I would do. Oi! Oh, fuck. Chili. Scared the fuck out of me. That's what I'd do, bro.
Mine's going in. That's going in GOAT for me.
Ogalo?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking good, eh? It's pretty delicious, lad, is what it is. All right. That's my ranking. Let us know. If you watch this on YouTube, comment below what you'd change, what you'd do different, what you'd add. Little bit this, little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to do a thing. Me and Will have a tradition of doing general knowledge, right? And I always complain we don't get enough sport questions. In particular, I'm always like, fuck, if I got NRL questions, like I would shit in here, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't even be a competition. And I thought, fuck it. Maybe now's the time to test my knowledge and see if I'm actually as good as... Obviously, I would beat Will. But I've got Cole to write down some NRL questions. And I want to just test my knowledge. Because it is my... If I had to say what sport's my sport, it'd be NRL, then it'd be daylight. There's nothing coming close. It's the GOAT sport.
These are pretty hard, though.
So I want to... I want to test my knowledge.
I wouldn't give these in a general knowledge.
Okay, so these are pretty hard. Yeah. All right. And let me know. Verse me. I want you to verse me at home. You know what I mean? Like, see if you can get it before me, if you can get it right. How many we got?
We've got 11.
11? What do you reckon?
I reckon
I'd be... If I got 8 out of 11, I'd be really
Oh, yeah,
impressed.
that's really... I reckon if
really
you get
good.
5, I'll be impressed.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Billy Slater
Yeah.
produced his famous chip and chase try in which Origin series?
Okay. Fuck. Was it 05? That was when Johns went bananas. That was when Minnie scored off the post. I would say they're in collar jerseys still. That jersey I've got's got a collar. That would have been... I would say 2008.
2004.
Fuck. Really? Jesus Christ.
Behind Cameron Smith,
Mm-hmm.
who is the next most capped Maroon?
Fucking hell, I'm really getting found out here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like a big Artie Beetson, but then I'm like, I'm not sure how old Artie. I know Artie fucking grew Origin. He is Origin, but I don't know how old he was when it started. Like Cameron Smith would have fucking that many games. Behind Cameron Smith. Not hard? Oh, it's not Artie.
And it's not hard.
It's not hard. So you've had JT missed a few series, I think. Oh, you're smiling. I was thinking JT, but I swear he missed that one. Well, that was that game 3 and he played and he did his ACL. Not Krong, not Inglis. Inglis is the most tries. Is it JT?
It's JT.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's JT.
All right, perfect.
Gave that away a little bit. That's all right. James Maloney played for how many clubs? NRL clubs.
All right. Played for Panthers. He played for Sharks. He played for Roosters. He played for Warriors. He played for Cowboys. 5.
Yeah. Nice.
Hectic. Central Coast lad. Jimmy.
In the 1999 grand final,
Yes.
Jamie Ainscough conceded a penalty try for a hit on which player?
Oh, fuck. 99. That was Brisbane or Melbourne, I think. Was that Brisbane or Melbourne one? Can you tell me the team?
Yeah.
I think it was Brisbane. Was it Melbourne? Okay. 99. What was the player?
That's the question, yeah. Oh,
No,
Jamie Ainscough.
Ainscough. So Melbourne won it. Fuck, I've got no idea. Let's go with...
Do you want me to tell you which team?
Yeah.
Storm.
So
Well, yeah, obviously.
this Ainscough cunt played for Dragons.
Yeah.
God, who would have played for Storm back then, bruv, on the wing? Slater wouldn't have debuted on the wing then, no way. I don't know their wingers. I'm just going to say Slater, but it's not true.
Craig
It's not
Smith.
right. No idea.
Brett
Heard of the
Kimmerly made his debut for which club?
Fucking hell, cunt. You really
I know,
tested me
fucking
out
hard.
here. Brett Kimmerly? Oh, Brett Kamali.
So different.
Tigers.
No.
Oh, Brett Kamali, sorry. No, I was thinking of fucking Brett Hodgson. No, hang on. Brett Kamali. Brett Kamali debuted. I'm thinking... Is it the Bulldogs?
Knights.
I'm so shit at this.
Who's the most capped New South Wales Blues player?
Most capped. First person who came to mind was Paul Gallen. But Freddie Fittler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shay.
Which foundation club was readmitted to the
South
NRL
Sydney.
in 2002?
Should have never let him back in. Scumbags. And they're trying to fucking come to Allianz, mate. You can fuck off back to Homebush. You low-life club, low-life team.
How many NRL premierships have Cowboys won?
Just one.
Correct.
Yeah.
When did
What am I on here?
You've got
I've got at least 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5. 3 more. When did the Titans join the NRL?
2000 and... So this... 8?
2007.
Oh, I was literally tossing up between 7 and 8. Can't. Fuck.
Who won the Clive Churchill Medal in the 2005 Grand Final? Tigers versus Cowboys.
Had to have been Benji, wouldn't it?
Scott Prince.
Should have thought about that more.
You should get this.
Should have thought about that more.
Which medal is awarded to the Roosters' best and fairest player?
Jack Gibson medal.
Well done.
Teddy won it 5 years in a row when he first came to the club. 5 years in a row the cunt won it, bro. That's fucking unbelievable. Oh, that's disappointing, bro. 6 out of 11. That's pathetic is what that is. But that was really fun. I'm not happy with that. You know what I mean? That's just like... That's shit, lad. That's what that is. Righto. Now, we put up... I'm just looking at some of these. There's a lot of his Kyle single questions. I might get you to go on the Instagram and read out some questions. So I put up a question box yesterday saying, listen, I'm riding solo, help a brother out. And ask me some questions.
How did you and Will become friends?
How did me and Will become friends? Me and Will became friends through Shep. So Will went to primary school with Shep. And then me and Shep played footy together outside of school. So when we were like 5 or 6... I was like best friends with Shep, and then Will and Shep were also best friends from school, and their families were really close. So we'd always go to the footy together. So like Brad, Shep's dad, Jeremy, Will's dad, and then Brad would invite my dad, and then all the kids would go, you know what I mean? And then Shep introduced me to Will. Then we all started becoming friends through the footy, and then whenever we'd go on family holidays, Shep would bring me along as like the +1 friend. So the Gibbs and the Shepherds would go away together. Then, hey, Will would bring one of his friends. Shep would bring one of his friends, which was me. And then we all just became friends through that. All got along and then started hanging out.
When will you run a half marathon? Do the runaway one in Central Coast, they're saying.
I don't know when that is. I would like to do a half marathon by the end of the year. When I started running, like whatever it was, 10 weeks ago or whatever, I said to Tiana, by the end of the year, I want to do a half marathon and I want to run a 5 kilometre in 25 minutes. That's what I set myself as a goal.
5 kilometres. That's a quick 5 kilometre.
Yeah, fucking oath. I think that's more unlikely than a half mara for me at the moment. But I also want to do the half marathon in like I could probably just go run one, right, at like 10 kilometre pace, but like I want to do it like a decent thing, you know? Maybe I couldn't actually. It'd be double the 10.
That's
the 10 was pretty good, but the last K I was feeling it. That was no training or prep or anything really. For a 10K, that is.
Favourite song at the moment?
Favourite song at the moment? I've been loving Millionaire by Chris Stapleton. I've been blaring some Chris Stapleton lately. Obviously, Zachy B's always there and thereabouts. Or Hometown Glory by Adele. My hometown. And I've been listening to I Drink Wine too, that hotline caller gave in. But yeah, that'd be my top 2, I reckon. Maiden worries afraid. I reckon she's top of my list now to see if people haven't seen yet. Morgan Wallen's come back to Australia. I'm fucking there. But people haven't seen, it'd got to be Adele, right? She's a fucking goat.
For your golf game, if you could improve either your driver, chipping, or putting, what would you choose?
Okay. So what are we talking improve? Like what? Like, are we talking like you're a fucking beast at one of them?
Let's say you're like you're a tour player, like tour players' skill level at that thing.
It would be chipping or putting. Like I slice my drive, but I don't practice that enough. And even off the tee, I can hit an iron. I can still smoke it pretty well. So like I can always get if I hit a good tee shot, I can always get a good tee shot off. It'd probably be putting.
What
do you mean, bro? It's the stroke.
Worst answer ever.
How, bro? If you can get on there,
dude.
Bro, sometimes I 2-3 putt.
Putting.
Imagine you sink consistent 8-10 footers.
But like, imagine if you could drive like a pro. Like
drive would be my last one. If I get a hold of
ever.
a ball, I could drive. I've driven at 280 before. You know what I mean? Like if I get a hold of it, I'm not.
Yeah, when you get a hold of it. But
but I reckon I could improve that.
Putting's the easiest to improve.
Nah,
That's the worst answer.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
What about why Sebo?
Sebo's
a mad golfer.
No, it'd be off the tee.
Oh, yeah,
he's
off
saying
the tee.
Being able to hit a 4-iron 230 within 10 metres of where you want it.
Yeah, that's true.
Putting you can fix. I played yesterday, scored like shit, didn't 3-putt. Putting.
Yeah, you can.
Fuck, maybe you guys have.
You basically get to every green in regulation.
Yeah.
And just being able to just bomb a drive in front of everyone.
Think about how many par 4s you could drive at a local Sydney course.
Yeah, fuck. And then you just grind away at you. Sure. Yeah. Fuck. I did fuck it. I see that now. I do.
What is your earliest memory?
My earliest memory. I remember crying when my mum threw away my bottles. I remember sprinting to the bin. I've got this really weird fucking memory of when I was a kid and I was in my backyard and I shit myself. And I walked inside and I don't know how. Like, this happened, but like obviously it didn't happen at the same time. And you know, like, just around the house, like, your parents have random decorations. Like, there might be a bookshelf with, like, just some random thing there. There might be a vase with something on it, like a bowl. I just remember there were bread rolls, like, in all those things. Like, there was, like a nice, like, big bowl, like, design bowl, whatever, on, like, a bookshelf. And there was a bread roll sitting in it. And then over here was another. And I just walked in and be like, Mom, I shit myself. And there were just bread rolls everywhere, bro. I don't know.
That's not the memory, lad.
That's what I remember happening, bro.
That's not.
And then I remember another time, I used to sleep I used to put my mattress next to my mum and dad's bed because I was always scared of being kidnapped. So I used to sleep next to them. And I woke up covered in shit once, like covered in shit. And I think it was my dog had shat in my bed. And bro, and again, in my mind, I can remember me being like I just rolled in mud, but it was poo, but it mustn't have been that much, obviously. And they're my two earliest memories. For some reason, they're of shit.
Yeah, a lot of poo-related ones.
Yeah. Or one time I told my parents to come find me, and I hid under my bed, but I hid behind these tubs. And obviously they looked under the bed, but I'd hid really well behind these tubs. So after 20 minutes, they were full freaking out, and they had everyone on the street looking for me. They'd called the police and shit. And then I just popped out from under my bed being like, hey, guys. And everyone was crying and shit. Being like, oh, my God, I thought you. And I was just like, oh, hey, guys, like, I'm here. I slept next to my parents' bed, bruh, till I was at an age you shouldn't do it. I don't know. I don't know what age. Oh, let me call my dad. Let me call my dad because he would have had the shits at it, bro. My mum would have been sweet with it. My dad would have been like, fuck off, mate. Let's have a go.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, quick question. You're on the podcast.
Yeah.
How old was I? You know, I used to put my mattress next to your bed.
Oh, you better ask your mum that one.
It was pretty old, but like I shouldn't have been doing it.
I can't even remember you doing it.
Oh, well, it's a mum question then.
It's a mum
I
question.
thought you would have hated it, righto.
Nah. I probably just left. I probably just put you in another room when you went to sleep.
Yeah, true. Righto.
Yeah, ask mum. I don't really recall it.
Righto, catch ya.
You down on Friday?
Yeah, let's play golf.
Might just play botany this week.
All right, sweet.
Local. Well, we haven't played for a while, so.
Yeah, sweet.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Bye now. Dragged on a bit. Well, I reckon I was I don't know, I was an age I was too old.
This is a good one. What is your least favourite thing about Will?
My least favourite thing about Will. It's a great question. There's a lot of favourite things. My least favourite, probably sometimes how, I don't know. Sometimes he gets very like, he thinks he's right and there's no other option. And it's like, and it's not like a least favourite thing. Like, there's nothing I don't like about him. But it's like, this is something that pisses me off. That's what it would be. There's nothing to hate about Will. He's the best. But it fucking drives me to the wall when sometimes he's so adamant on something. And I think I'm the same. And that's why I think we clash on those things. Because he's like, bro, you're so adamant. I'm like, bro, you're so adamant. And we're both so stubborn on it. And so I would argue that pisses him off just as much as it pisses me off. That's what I reckon.
Last one. When's the next merch release?
The next merch release is probably going to be in line with the regional tour we're doing. So about a month. And we're looking at hoodies. And it's going to be an extremely limited run. It's going to be sold at the tour. It's not going to be tour exclusive merch. Like, it's not going to be merch about the tour, but it's going to be sold at the tour. And if we have leftovers, then we'll release them to the Patreon and then to the general public. So we're looking at hoodies. So keen to get a bit of interest there.
I'm a first-time hotline caller, and that intro really made me giggle. Nice work, boys. Anyway, Patty, this is for the solo app.
Based.
I'm a Panthers supporter.
Always
have been. I've got a Panther tattoo on me.
Hell yeah.
Always. Born and bred. Cop a lot of heat for it, whatever. I'm just wondering who your GOAT Penrith player is. Let us know. Thanks. Bye.
Well, listen, I'm going to pull a bit of bias here and then tie it into the Roosters and say it's Brad Fittler. You know what I mean? Because he played for both and he is a fucking champion player. And yeah, I've always got to bring the Roosters back into it. So I'm gonna say Fittler. Because he was a beast at Panthers too. So was Girdler from what I've heard. And MG. Fuck, you've got some legends.
Hey, Will and
You've got some Panthers
Pat,
legends.
how you going? I just wanted to talk about that Raka Raka podcast that you guys were on. I just want to know more about that ghost story, Will, that you were talking about, the place I used to live. Okay, thanks, bye.
That was you though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. Yeah, there's not much else to tell. I lived in like a 7-story house. This was the house where I'd laid in the shit. I remember. This is where the dog shit. This is it. And it was 7 stories. It was split levels. So it was like 2 rooms on each level. Like, it was the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you live in this mansion. It was like, no, it was such a bad design. Down the bottom, there was a brick room. There was a missing brick. They say dogs can see ghosts. My dog started going nuts, jumping at the wall, licking the walls, chasing like around the room. When my dog chased to where the missing brick was, a little thing the size of the brick, really, like the height of it, but not the width. It was shaped like an S, and it was pure white, like a little S. And it zoomed past the brick as my dog chased it. And that's it. That's all there is to it. I've fucking seen it.
P Clitty, it's real hard to fucking take your side sometimes when you want to send a fucking rubber ball fucking band into space to hit a gas planet that it's going to bounce off.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck, mate. Come on. Fuck.
Have a bit of fun, mate. How about that? What if it doesn't hit a gas planet, hit something else? Fucking just have a bit of fun. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Pat and Will, I've got a bit of a wholesome one for you guys. I'm listening to the old pods and everything. Like, I can't listen to all the new ones because I'm just a G. Anyways, I was listening to Pat, and in so many of the episodes, he starts out being like, bruh, I'm just not feeling good today. Like, I feel off. I feel anxious. And ever since he started dating Tiana, he's had, like, 10% of those, like, times. Like, he never says it as much anymore. And it's kind of wholesome to be like, damn, like, and you can see it with Lonnie being all wholesome in the pod. Like, anyway, just yippee for Pat, and good to see you doing better. Wholesome with you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. That's true. That is true. It's definitely it's not so much that my anxiety and mental health is like, it has gotten better, but I feel like it's easier to cope with. You know what I mean? So like, obviously, you can't rely on someone to fix that for you. That's not anyone's responsibility, but it is nice to have someone to comfort in. Obviously, Tiana's been through some fucking things, right? So she's a very empathetic person and is very understanding of things I go through, as am I to her, you know what I mean? So I feel like we complement each other in that sense. But it's not like since I met her, everything's fixed, but I feel like it's nice to have someone that I can speak to and fully say this is exactly what, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't even like to tell people the extent. Well, I don't because it's fucked. But she doesn't even know the extent either. But like I can tell her so many things of what's going on in my mind without being feared of judged or like she's going to be like, you're a weirdo or like not a weirdo, but like that. If I said some of the things that go through my head, right, and someone hadn't experienced it, they would want to send me to a home. You know what I mean? Like they would want to put me in a jail cell. Like they wouldn't want me in the public. But that's what happens with mental illness, right? And she can understand that. So I feel comfortable opening up to her and telling her those things. And with Lani, I was speaking about this to Tiana the other day. And I said, sometimes, sorry, Tiana, sometimes she cops the worst of me when I'm just laying there on the lounge, not present with her because I'm just like, I might be out with my friends and I put on a brave face or I might be with people and I put on a brave face. And then when I'm with her and I'm fully comfortable, I'm just like, ugh. But something about Lani, no matter what, I just seem to fucking smile. And it's the same with Mimi. It's both of them. It's those two girls. And I literally had this conversation like 3 nights ago. I don't know what it is because they're kids. It's just the energy they radiate, the smile. They instantly put a smile on my face and instantly make me feel better. And Lani is... I cried the other night to Tiana about Lani. I said how blessed I was to have her. She's just... Yeah, I don't know what it is. They just radiate this beautiful energy to me. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty blessed.
Hey Pat, keen for the solo ep today. I just have a fun fact for you to put into perspective how much bigger a billion is compared to a million.
I love
so
this
if you were to
fact.
count to a million, it would take you 12 days. But if you were to count to a billion, it would take you, drum roll please, 32 years. So I don't know if that's going to blow your mind like it blew my mind when I heard that, but I don't know. I think it's pretty insane.
It would have if that was the first time I'd heard it. I hadn't heard it like that. I'd heard it put in another way of... it was another thing. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been minutes in a day. There's 300... Can you look this up?
Like seconds?
It's saying like, yeah, 1 million seconds is like something like 32 days or something, and a billion is like 30 years. Like something crazy like that.
Yeah, million's 11 days. A billion is 31 years.
Yeah. So that when I heard that, that's what put it into perspective. So yes, you did blow me away, but more so if I'd heard that for the first time. That is fucking crazy. When you think about a millionaire compared to a billionaire, bro. Holy shit.
Last one.
But would you rather for you, Pat? Would you
Shay.
rather have sex with Will or watch Will have sex with Tiana? Tough one. Love you.
Fucking hell. Fuck. That is such a hard question, bro. I think it would be something, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I would never want Will having sex with Tiana, but like, it's not like I would be sitting there like this jealous thing, you know what I mean? Because I know Will's gay. I know he wouldn't be enjoying it. I think we'd all be laughing together saying about it. That's actually quite funny, you know what I mean? Obviously. Probably watch Will have sex with Tiana. I can't fuck Will, bro. And then obviously, like, yeah, it would. I feel like we'd all be laughing watching Will have sex with a girl. I reckon it would just be hilarious. I don't know. That's a fucked question. That is a really funny question. Righto. Holy shit. How long did we do?
Hour and 5.
Hour and 5 of P Clitty. You're probably sick of me if you made it this far. Apologies. I've got no idea if that was enjoyable or not, but appreciate you hanging around. Appreciate your love. Appreciate you for your bean spiller. Get in there because you're going to hear another fucking at least 20 minutes of me, which is a bit fucked. And we're going on tour. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Get to your GP. Get a mental health plan if you're struggling. Illies and that. Go the Blues.